Joining us on the program, we have the director of Carbon County Animal Shelter. That is Tom Connors. He's a familiar face here on News 13. He was the former mayor of Weatherly. Tom, nice to see you.
Good to see you. Thanks for having me.
Happy New Year.
Happy New Year to you also and to everyone.
So how long have you been at the Carbon County Animal Shelter?
About 8 years now. I've been there about 8 years.
Okay. Since 2020 and moving into 2021, I should say, since the pandemic hit, there has been more interest in adoption of animals and purchase of animals. So tell us a little bit about the Carbon County Animal Shelter.
Carbon County Animal Shelter, we handle just dogs, no cats, and we handle all the dogs within the county. We usually care for close to 300 dogs a year. Our dogs come in different ways. Sometimes they're strays, they're running the street. We'll pick them up and the owners will claim them. That's a good thing. Sometimes the owners don't claim them and then they go to new homes after a waiting period and a vet check and their shots and all that. Sometimes the owners have to move. I mean, it's hard times and you know, good people find themselves in tough spots. So they have to move, they can't take their dog and they reach out to us. And if we can help them, we certainly do.
So when someone is interested in possibly purchasing a pet, especially a dog, there's a lot of time and you know, a lot of time and money involved in this. What is your advice to someone who might be looking for the adoption of a dog or to purchase an animal?
And it's really, you need to take your time and kind of let that dog pick you and visit different shelters. They're all good folks, you know, on the same mission, but each shelter has different policies and you have to be aware of that. You know what you're getting into and realize that it's a lifetime commitment. When you take a dog into your home or a cat into your home, it's for their lifetime. So you have to be prepared for that. You have to have money for vets and regular checkups. And you also have to prepare for emergencies, which could happen, you know. So just think about it, research it, find not every type of dog is good for every family. So do your homework and talk to those that work with these animals on a daily basis. Sometimes folks make the mistake and they reach out on Craigslist and get a dog and they're not told all the information and they find themselves with too much than they could handle. And then it even makes it more difficult then to place that dog in the right home. So make sure you do your homework and talk to the people who deal with the animals and work with them and hopefully you'll find that loving pet.
How have you dealt with COVID and the restrictions placed in Pennsylvania?
But what we did notice was that a lot of dogs weren't running free. So I think the fact that people were home, they were watching their dogs more closely. So we had a lot of less strays coming in, which was a good thing, you know. And we've actually noticed that some of the other shelters have gotten low with their inventory as far as dogs go. And that's a positive thing. The key with it is that don't get a dog because you have time now. You have to make sure you're going to commit to that dog once you go back to work and things get back to normal, which eventually they will. So it's not a temporary situation here when you bring a dog into your home. It's meant to be lifetime, and you have to make sure you're ready to make that commitment.
So if someone is interested in getting some information from the Carbon County Animal Shelter, how do they do so?
You give us a call. Our number is 570-325-4828. And then they'll talk to me or one of my staff members. And then we'll arrange an appointment. We'll find out what kind of dog they're looking for and what works best for them. And then we go from there.
And my last question, is it a donation or how do they pay for the animals?
The adoption fee at the Carbon County Animal Shelter is $100. And that's if a dog is spayed or neutered. And it's of course, it would be up to date on its shots. It has a 1-year rabies shot, 1-year distemper, 1-year Bordetella shot. So it has its 3 major shots. If it's not spayed or neutered and you adopt the dog, you have to sign an agreement saying that you will get that done within a certain time period. If you take the dog home and it doesn't get along with your cat or the neighbor's dog, we'll always take the dog back. There's never a refund, but we will always take that dog back. And, you know, we try to work with everybody as close as possible to get it right.
Very good. Tom, nice seeing you again. Stay healthy this year and keep up the good work at the shelter. Hopefully we'll find good homes for all these little doggies.
Thanks so much for having us. Anybody has any questions, they can give us a call. Happy New Year.
Today's news feature is brought to you by Frankie's Pizzeria and Restaurant. Come in and get your chili day fix. The restaurant is now open for socially distant dining, delivery, carry-out, and curbside service.